Hey, this is Jeff Tomazeski, Chief Life Transformer at Max Strength Fitness. And what if I told you you could dramatically change your life in just 5 seconds? Would you be interested? I know I was when I first heard this, but more about that in a second, because there's a rule I'm going to show you that actually does this. But let me ask you this. Have you ever wanted to maybe push yourself more than you currently are? Become more influential at work? Maybe be a little more productive? Step outside your comfort zone? Have that uncomfortable or necessary conversation with a loved one or an employee? Or manage, engage, and motivate and encourage your team members? Well, every single day we face moments that are difficult, they're uncertain, and they're scary. Your life requires courage, and this is exactly what this rule will help you discover. The courage to become the greatest you. Now, I didn't come up with this rule. I discovered this rule actually through the book by Mel Robbins. It's called the 5-Second Rule. And yes, it's an entire book on the 5-second rule. But let me explain what this is. When you find yourself wanting to make a decision or take action and you kind of hold back a little bit, count down from 5. I know it sounds silly, it sounds crazy. Just like a rocket ship. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take action. Whatever that action might be. You know, the moment you have an instinct to act on a goal, you must count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and physically move or your brain will stop you. For example, if you start to feel too tired to exercise, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and push yourself out the door and get to the gym. Don't give yourself time to come up with any further excuses. When you count backwards, you mentally shift gears in your mind. You interpret the default thinking of what psychologists call assert control. The counting distracts you from your excuses and it focuses your mind on moving in a new direction. When you physically move instead of stopping to think, your physiology changes and your mind falls in line. The rule is what we call a starting ritual. It activates the prefrontal cortex in your brain and it's helping you to change your behavior. The prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain that when you focus or change or take deliberate actions. By pushing yourself to take simple, small actions and create a chain reaction, and it builds up your confidence and your productivity. Now, Mel in the book has an easy way to start and to implement the 5-second rule, and she calls it a wake-up challenge. And this is important for you, for those of you that might hit the snooze button, right? So here's the way this works. Your alarm goes off, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, feet hit the floor, turn off the alarm, go on your day. Don't hit the snooze. Now here's the other thing I found that was really important, that when we wake up and we hit the snooze button, when we fall back asleep, even if it's for those 7 to 9 minutes or however long your snooze button's set for, you're gonna go back into a sleep cycle. Have you ever woken up after hitting the snooze button and kind of been in like a brain fog even though you got enough sleep? Well, that's what happens. You physiologically are still in that sleep cycle. So when the alarm goes off, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, feet to the floor, turn it off, and don't hit snooze anymore. It'll make you much more productive too as well. So start with the wake up challenge, because if you can change your morning routine, then you can change anything. I do this with my girls now that school's in session too as well. And so try it, okay? Anytime you need to make a decision, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, make that decision. You have to call a cold call or a prospect. You don't really want to do it. You know you don't want to go to the gym. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take action. You might meet a pretty girl and want to walk up to her. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many times in life have you thought of, oh, I'll do that later, or I'll get to that, when you know in your gut that you should have just done it? So implement the 5-second rule. I've done it on many occasions, and it works, crazy as it sounds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take action, puts you in a bias towards action, and it helps you to accomplish those things that you know in your heart you need to do, but your feelings are telling you not to do it, and your brain gets in the way a little bit. So thanks for watching. Feel free to share this. I'd love to hear how you're implementing the 5-second rule. So feel free to leave a comment, shoot me an email, Jeff at Max Strength Fitness, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.